feel like getting a houseplant is like the equivalent of getting a pet or like a dog or something. It's just significantly less responsibility. And so I think that's what the appeal is, where right now we're all young, but we still have that need to want to nurture and want to grow and want to do something positive. And a good way to do that is through houseplants. Say it's been a couple months now. I want to say like 4 or 5 months now. And I really wouldn't say I'm as immersed in the plant community as you and Gracie are. It's definitely more of kind of a fun thing that I do, but it's not a full-blown hobby yet. But I am definitely dipping my toe into it.
Close to like 2 years now. Started like right before the big pandemic and everything, when everything was not so mainstream and everybody was like, I want a plant.
I got into houseplants probably about 3 years ago. At first it wasn't anything crazy. It was just like I just needed a few plants because I recently moved to a new apartment, so I just need like something for this corner, just to like trying to like decorate a little bit, because like all the way into college there wasn't any decorating going on. I just putting stuff together. From that point forward, I like starting to get more and more into it, and now yeah.
I think the pandemic helped because having houseplants kind of brings a liveliness to a house, especially because you're in the house all the time. The energy gets stale. It feels like you're cooped up, and then plants help bring more life into the home, especially during the spring where it's like you can't really go out because of the pandemic. And so having that time to like garden at home and getting like a little bit of spring inside of your home, I think definitely helps. But also like you guys, like I don't think I really would have gotten into houseplants had it not been for you guys and y'all's like love of houseplants. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like I want to get into it. Like it sounds like fun.
Absolutely. I find it's much more soothing, eco-friendly. I don't have to worry about it as much. And if I want to travel, I just let my friend plant it, which is, it has so much more peace of mind. Whereas this other human being, plants are much more forgiving. They're really hardy, and they're just overall, I won't say better to look at, but they make me happy in a different way. I would say it did go up a little bit more, just because with, like I said, with the online shopping, like Etsy stuff, I was able to explore new types of plants, and I found like, a certain type that I am completely obsessed with. And I would say, let's see, at this point I have about 12 plants of that specific type, and they're all absolutely different. So I guess, yeah, you could say that the pandemic, which pushed me to online shopping, got me very obsessed with it. So yeah, it went up significantly.
I think so. I think it's get to the point where when you're at a certain age and you're like, well, all of my friends have kids, and like I need to have something to take care of. I don't necessarily think it have anything with like maternal instinct or anything like that, but I think it's we're just looking for like an outlet to either like de-stress or to have something else to do.
I fully believe that, especially with my generation in general, there's a lot of extroverts within my generation because we kind of had to be extroverts because like I said, the world was on fire, and sometimes it feels like it's on our shoulders to kind of fix it. And when you have extroverts staying inside of a house for an extended period of time, it doesn't help anything. It honestly makes things like so bad. I thankfully didn't have to deal with that because I I'm a bit of an introvert, but I think bringing nature into their home and giving them a little bit of nature inside their home, a little bit of the outside inside their home, definitely helped to keep people sane. And I definitely think there's gonna be a lot of people who continue with it because, like I said, there's like a gratifying nature to it, and you feel like you're giving back, right? Like you're keeping these plants alive and you're helping nature thrive, and you feel really, really good about it.